Que pasa, putanas? My name is Whitney Josephine. I'm here with my co-host.
Ay, caramba. Mallory, hi.
This is No Gods, No Filter, and we're coming to you with a brand new episode.
We're back in Austin together.
We're back in Austin together.
It's been many weeks.
It has.
Yeah, you've been doing a walkabout.
I've been doing a walkabout.
Yeah.
I went to Boston.
Oh.
I came. This is fucking gay. Yeah, I've been around.
Do we have any Australian fans listening? No, probably not.
Our statistics did say we have some people in Europe
that
listening.
is so cool.
Yeah.
From down under.
From down under.
Across the pond. Kill me.
But anyways, we have a special guest on today, Erik Ross. He is a local Austin artist. He is a local Texas boy as well. His Instagram, I'm gonna look it up again so y'all can check him out. It's ERK_ROSS.
Honey.
Those R's are really fucking hard for me to say.
He's a hard kind of kid.
You know what I anticipate
Don't
going
do that.
into this? Having to say artist.
Oh, yeah, you can't say, well, you could say artist. You're an artist. He's like, what?
Picasso, I like it.
Stay tuned. He's a cool boy, great mustache, great visual artist. We're going to talk about
He's
how
for
he kind
hire.
of made his career.
He's for hire. He's incredible.
yeah.
Check him out. Like, subscribe, find ngnf.pod on Instagram. We're on YouTube and Spotify. And if you keep listening, we might have a promo code for y'all in the middle of this.
And we have something exciting coming up, which we can't tell you, but it's
we do have a
feast your
very
eyes.
exciting surprise. So anyways, let's fucking get into it.
Let's do it.
Cool.
We did it, Brendan.
Your mother's a Watertown whore.
Let me get a lighter. Just bang a fucking Yui guy.
No gods, no filter.
You disappear.
Are you intimidated?
No, not really.
Okay,
It's
good.
so fun.
This house is just fucking incredible.
Their
Thank
house is
you.
so
I'm like super
beautiful.
stoked on. When I
Thanks.
pulled up, I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah. When we first saw it, we were like, what is going on with this paint job? It's something that no one else gives a shit about. But we were like, it's like a weird color. It's too dark. We walked in, there was like weird choices, but we thought we could just get enough money off.
Wait, was the outside like what it was right now?
It's just like a weird blue
like
and it's
it.
splotchy.
I think it's cool.
I think
Okay,
it
you
looks
think
cool.
it's
The splotchy
yeah.
thing was I was like, I didn't know if you guys chose that, but
Yeah.
I really didn't think about it much. I was like, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. They did weird choices, but they got a divorce during the renovations.
That's the best people to buy a house from.
yeah, they wanted to just get the fuck rid
Yeah,
of it.
get me out of here.
Yeah. So welcome.
Your neighborhood is
Welcome
great,
to
though.
our house.
Welcome
so
to our
sick.
crib.
Our house, really. It's me and Whitney's house.
Welcome to the crib.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
it's cute. All right, you can go.
Okay.
You can go.
Welcome back. We found a boy outside. Welcome, Erik.
Hello.
Hello. Have you ever been on a podcast before?
I've been on a few. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Or just like
Original.
2. I've been on 2. Yeah, I ran into
That's
a guy
cool.
and I had our show in LA once, and I met a guy that was there with a friend of mine that was actually in the show as well that we met.
Nice.
And I guess he was out of Wisconsin, has a successful podcast.
That's
pretty
cool.
Well. Then came into Austin and came to my house and set up.
This episode of No Gods, No Filter is brought to you by Hellraiser Audio, right here in Austin, Texas. Whether you're launching a podcast or laying down tracks, Hellraiser has everything you need. From pro gear to top-tier mixing, it's where chaos meets creation. We record at Hellraiser, and once you do, you'll get it. Follow the Razor Blade on Instagram and hit up Hellraiser Audio to raise hell and record here.
That's
Did it.
great.
That was my first experience. Super weird.
There we
but
go. Yeah. And you're not even like drinking or anything.
No.
You're not impaired.
No,
You're just
not
doing
that
raw.
either.
A lot of the people that come on, they get nervous and they got to get like high or fucking
If
rip
I
a
was
shot
high,
before.
I'd be staring at the corner of the wall.
Yeah.
I would fold inside of it.
When Whitney convinced me to have a podcast, she got me drunk and then I smoked weed.
I told him when we pulled up to Sam's, I said, "Oh, last time I was here was when I convinced Mel to make a podcast with me."
Yeah. It all
And she
happens
was
at these
fucking
locations. I was hammered.
And then, I convinced her to be a guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then we recorded, and she got shit housed, and I was
So
like,
you're just doing
"Sign-"
solo
I was
before
like,
that?
"Yeah." I was like, "Sign the contract."
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah.
now that I have you,
Now that
here,
I have
drink
you here, and
this.
you're tied up.
Yeah. But
I want to talk about, okay, so Mal, well, we have to speak as if these people don't know, but you guys know. Mal went
We
to
know.
school for art, but she went to school for contemporary art.
Yeah.
You did not go to school for fucking
no.
art at all, but you have a whole ass career and do
did it-
incredible with it.
I find that a lot of people that I went to art school with don't have a career in art. I think because we got too much of it in college. It was like every waking moment.
Yeah.
And it may have ruined it for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all my friends that went to art school and took that route, or at least the few that I know, and I really refer to like one of my first friends that I ever knew that pursued art from
Yeah.
the beginning. It was my buddy Lorenzo Lopez. He's my tattoo artist as well that I get a lot of work from.
Oh, cool. Is he here?
He's in Dallas.
Okay, cool.
But we like in middle school, I moved out to like kind of like a neighborhood like this, like a little outskirts of my hometown, McKinney, and it was like every house had like acre 2 lots. And then
I think I don't mean to cut you off.
That's
Everyone's
nice.
gonna look at this podcast because we have visual now, and they're gonna go, "Daddy, daddy, 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 daddy," because you're on it. But anyways, go on, carry on.
But yeah,
Funny.
like he was the kind of the first guy that I saw pursuing art at that level. I was still doodling and drawing.
Yeah.
Not,
Did you start dabbling like in college or before?
no, I'd always drawn forever.
That's cool.
That was just fun, but it was an interest and hobby that kind of stayed very quiet.
Yeah.
I was pretty much a jock coming up.
Ooh, we got a trader on the couch.
Yeah, I was a big
He's a
baseball.
baseball
I was a
boy.
big baseball guy. And I was
baseball
getting
guy.
recruited, and I ended up playing for the Sooners for OU.
Really?
And, yeah.
Actually, I
and
don't know who they are, but I
Oklahoma
pretend like I
Sooners.
did.
Well, it's
You know
like
where the bombing was in Oklahoma? Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, near it,
They're
down the
like
street from
I only know
UT's
bombing landmarks.
They're UT's biggest rival or whatever.
Okay, of course.
Oh, I didn't know. We're big sports girls.
Yeah,
I didn't know
look
it
at
was
us.
UT's biggest rival.
I mean, yeah, I went far away from it, but yeah, after college, it was like I finally had time to pursue like other interests, and
That's cool.
that's something that spoke to me in grad school in my identity crisis.
Oh, really?
And
What'd you go to
then
grad school for?
Human relations.
Okay.
Basically
wow.
degrees
It's
that
working out.
Yeah, basically degrees that were just like get me through this.
Like everybody I went to college with was a communications major.
That's pretty much what my undergrad was, but it was
Yeah.
like I was first generation college, and like I think I failed BizCalc. Well, really, I just stopped going to BizCalc too because I was like, "There's 250 people in this bitch." I was like,
Hell no.
I'm not raising my hand. Fuck it." And then I was like, "Do I want to take a nap or do I want to go to class and not understand it?"
And it's also
And so I'm taking that.
calculus.
Yeah, it sucked, and I was like
Yeah.
doing the whole business thing, and then I left, and then our fucking what do you call them? Our advisors, student or class advisors,
Oh my God.
whatever.
I
was
didn't go to
even-
college at all. So
Well, we
y'all
like
are-
have like
I
we had
told-
like a mom on like
A
on our
mom?
team. Well,
A
essentially,
mommy.
they were like, "What's your
Sit down.
schedule? Do this, do that."
I hated the advisors. And you were like, you're a narc. But they were just like a kid like you, basically.
No, this is a grown ass man.
Oh, really?
He was just like lazy as shit, but also I talk a lot of shit about it now because I look back on it and I'm just like, they didn't really give a shit
Yeah.
what you were doing. They just wanted you to find the easiest route to pass so that their like athletic percentage,
You're
like
right.
graduation rate could stay consistent. And I realized that
Yeah.
later in life.
And like, it's just a job for them. They're
Yeah,
just
they-
trying to make their
They're
money.
just like, we just
How-
want to keep you guys passing, so like let's do this with the least amount of resistance.
yeah.
Well,
Which is
how
kind
did
of
you
fucked.
how did you go from what was the transition of okay, you went to college for something fucking retarded that you don't even use, but to like play baseball,
It's
right?
true.
Human relations isn't ever
and
used
then
anymore.
you graduated with a diploma, barely or no?
Me? No, I have my undergrad and a graduate degree.
Okay,
I got
perfect.
a
So it was
master's
like
in
Yeah,
worth
business.
the piece
master's
of
is
paper.
nuts.
How do you go from that to now full time active artist making a career and a living off of it?
Yeah, that's a crazy transition.
I worked in jobs that I fucking hated, and then that just kind of slowly took my soul until I realized like I just like as I like progressed like through those jobs, I was painting more and more.
Did
Like,
you
on the side?
always have the goal that the end goal was to be like full time artist?
Fuck no, I was just painting because it was just something that like for some reason painting and being creative like fed me in a way that sports did my entire life. But it was like I didn't need anybody, so it was a way to me to like just one feed like my ego a little bit. I think would be like because I'm doing something, I'm satisfied with that, I accomplished something like where just going to work and going home
Yeah.
did nothing
That's
for
fucking
me
soulless.
for
miserable.
that, and I was selling fucking blinds.
Oh my God. So you're just like
window
retail.
treatments, roller shades. I know exactly what
That's
you're
really
talking
funny.
about. No, but I was doing this for like a commercial, like bidding.
Step
He's
right
like,
up.
my
I've got all the
mattress is
colors."
on the ground.
Yeah,
Buy
but,
these
but I was selling
blinds.
like fucking your projects, like the commercial
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, totally. Which those people are important. We need those reps, baby.
Yeah,
And
it
the ones
sucked.
that
Get a
really
real
love it,
fucking
I'm
job.
like, what? poison have you drank?
It was
You're
wild.
obsessed with like upholstery or
It
some
was just
shit.
money. I mean, it was the best paying job.
Yeah.
And the benefits are great. And also like benefits are great. What the fuck?
Yeah, we
and,
don't scrub that from the record.
Yeah, but it's like
Great 401k match.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
But
God.
it was I was the only person in my company in the state. So like I had nobody looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like I would come down to Austin for like a week and hang out with my buddy.
That's
and they
pretty
didn't know.
sick.
Like
But how miserable is it though to like
it was brutal.
you have a fucking job. Okay, you're I don't know, going up the corporate ladder. You have the job, you're making the money, you have the health insurance, you have the 401k, but you're still just fucking miserable. It's like I'm a true believer that I think you can make a career out of anything that you like really truly enjoy. If you have to like have the hustle, yeah, you got to work some shit jobs, but I think I come from the family where everyone works for the state. So I'm like the black sheep because I went to go do hair, didn't go to college and all that sort of stuff. But guess what? I'm doing better than quite a few of them. So.
And you're happy.
I'm very
That's
fucking
the
happy.
most
Yeah, that's
pursuit
like the
interest
most.
is great.
But I think when you're happy is when the rest of it just like falls into your lap, but just kind of that domino effect comes
Yeah.
easier.
What was the first? Okay, so like you're miserable, you're doing stuff on the side.
Yeah.
How did you like monetize the first thing? Like you're like,
What
how do
was
I
the
make
first
money
big
at this? Yeah.
I don't. My friends are just kind of feeding that. They were like, "You're cool." Like $50, $60, $100.
Well, I'm sure
like painting?
social media
Yeah.
helps too, right?
Yeah, social media was still like I didn't even know how to fucking use it yet. Like
You still don't know
also
how to
like
use it.
and yeah, true. But also like fuck off.
You should take his over and you'll be a success like
I
that.
got you.
Yeah,
I got
no, but
you.
like the like in general, no one knew how to use Instagram yet. People were still taking
Yeah.
pictures of a beer in front of a fucking TV.
With the
I did
sepia
that.
filter.
I did that
it's
the
like-
other day.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
You're
it
like,
was
this
still
is
like
so good.
fucking no one knew what the fuck they were doing. But
I thought, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm
no,
sorry.
you're fine.
I thought it was interesting. I want to talk about, so when I think of someone that's like a full-time artist and I just see like what your social media looks like, I assume like full-time artist, you're just like, lack of words, painting pictures on a canvas. But then you're talking about you just did the Guinness thing and
Yeah.
shit like that.
I know,
And
look
then
at this.
Mal, I don't know if you know about it. You're talking about you're fucking selling sides of fucking buildings and all that bullshit.
yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah, this is like
Explain
so
yourself.
when I worked when I moved
Explain
here,
yourself.
yeah, sorry.
And your aesthetic is very specific.
I guess yeah.
It's like pop art.
Can you shut the fuck up and
I
give
don't know about
yourself
pop art.
credit?
I know.
Give yourself some fucking
I wouldn't
credit.
say pop art, but
Okay, not pop art. I guess I don't really know what this would be called.
this is
Contemporary
colorful.
art.
This
yeah,
is
I
called
guess.
finger painting.
Colorful, I guess.
I mean, you tell me. You're the art. I don't know shit
No,
about
dude,
art.
like, don't
Contemporary. I
even.
don't even know what you could say.
I thought,
That's not my
well, when I
fucking-
went to college, everybody was like, let's try a landscape painting.
Oh,
or
no.
people tried to do sculpture, which is kind of
cool.
like, it's cool, but it's like, how are you going to make a dime doing that? I think that the stress of trying to be a successful artist that you see in like a movie,
Like ghosts.
and they're exactly like Ghost and they're sexy and dead. But like,
That shit's hard. I
get, like-
fucking did that before. That's so hard.
we should do a class and we mic
No,
ourselves
that
up and
shit
do the
pissed
pottery.
me off when I was at it. I like the idea of having a kiln. Seems really, really cool and
Yeah.
like fun. But I'm like,
You could lock
fuck.
somebody in it and kill them.
Yeah, little Anne Frank moment.
Yeah,
It's not a
exactly.
fucking wood chipper. It's-
Now I'm leading to witch. But I think the fear of how do I make money at this totally made it a turn off and disgusting and annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the goal. I mean, yeah, making money is cool, but it was more so like this pursuing that interest until it became something that it's like building, like finding your voice within your work takes forever,
Yeah,
but it
dude.
needs a lot of space. And you got to give it a lot of time in order to do so. And it's like, are you willing to do that to get there? Same with music. You pick up a guitar and you're like, I sound like fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like 1,000 hours later, you're like, okay, I'd actually play an open mic just to have some fun with it to see
I could
what
maybe
happens.
do this, yeah.
And then you do that a few times. And you're like, holy shit! Like you just start feeding this, whatever that is
Yeah.
inside you, and then all of a
you
sudden
ever-
it becomes something you have no idea what.
Like when you made the leap, I don't know if it was a leap, but like okay, I'm going to quit my job.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to do this full time. Like what was that like?
Well, I would come up to Austin a lot to see my buddy who also worked for the same fucking company.
The Blinds company?
Yeah, he covered territory here.
Blinds boys. The
Yeah.
Blinds
And so
boys.
when he would be like, I'm fucking bored, and I'm like, I'm stir crazy. I was like, I'll just come hang out with you. And it's sick because like he would do the same, and he'll come to Oklahoma City because we could write off each other's meals.
Oh my God.
And like,
that's really
we would
funny.
just go like, just get
We're
stoned.
going to a convention.
Yeah, no, we just go play disc golf, get stoned, and it's like drink, and then but just be working from our phones the whole time, like calling any calls, like taking whatever was necessary at the time.
That
but,
sounds like it would be so unfulfilling, though.
yeah, no doubt
Like,
it was, but it was
yeah.
like the most money I've ever made in my life at the time, and I was still kind of figuring out who the fuck I was
Right.
and like what direction I wanted to go, and that helped solidify that there was no question that what I wanted to do, and I was willing to lose like everything I had. But it was in that moment that I was coming here that I found a company called Spray TX, who they'd been around since 2013. They were like the biggest street art like mural company that was in Austin at the time, like ran by like 3 others.
That's cool.
And they had a lot of momentum and like kind of they were like the first to market with kind of like an organized collective, loosely, but more so like an agency.
Yeah.
So they would go out and do like branding activations, corporate murals.
That's sick. They have the work.
Yeah, they have basically like a creative general contractor. Like clients would come to them with an idea, they would fulfill that by like putting all these pieces in the right place and executing it.
Yeah.
And I found that company and was like, this is perfect. I have a sales background.
Yeah.
I love the art. My art necessarily wasn't there, but my professional skill set was.
That's cool. So they were like, we're going to see if you can do
I reached out, they didn't have work, and then 6 months later I see an ad on fucking what is that? Indeed or
LinkedIn or something.
they had one of those things, happened to have it, and I was just like desperate, and I reached out and lied about where I lived, and they were like, yeah, come get an interview. And I came on a Tuesday, went back to Dallas on Wednesday, and I was living on my friend's couch on Thursday working for him.
Whoa.
So it was just like quit and left. And
So it was a little bit of a, oh my God, if this kind of thing doesn't work.
I just left my other job because I was just done with it, and
Yeah.
then I saw this, and then I just fucking like I actually was working for my dad for just a brief moment, which thank God that didn't work out because he like resented me for it. I'm pretty sure, but we realized it just like what didn't make sense, or I did.
Yeah. What does he do? Grow mustaches better than you?
No, he didn't have the balls.
God.
No,
He's
I'm
just like huge. He's like, come work for the family business.
my mustache comes from my Hispanic side. That's not him. He's a white boy. He's got them blue eyes.
I think like when you're saying like you were sleeping on your friend's couch and took the job right away definitely in a creative artistic field, you have to be hungry and be fucking willing to do that or versions of that.
Yeah, like this won't work if I don't make it work, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to fucking just jump. I mean, there's half in the door, half out the door. Is just not. That's not the fucking answer.
But you also have to be willing to like learn as well.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, like you're constantly learning and constantly growing and have something to work towards. There's something I want to talk about too is people will see like as far an artist, a musician or something like that, and they'll, you know, when they make it big and they're like, oh, you're fucking awesome, like you came out of nowhere. But people don't realize like some people you've been hustling for like decades to get to that point. It's not just like this fucking happened overnight.
Right, overnight. Like it looks, if someone were to look up to you, like a college student, like, how do I become as successful as you? It seems so easy, but you're like, no, dude, it's
Start
not.
painting yesterday.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like,
Catch up if you
it
can.
takes so long to build it up, and also just like again, it's just a matter of like now there's so much more information out there in terms to help artists. Like there's so many more programs, and like
Totally.
I'm also like on the board with
Yeah,
the
talk
emerging
about
art
that.
leaders in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
cute.
Can you tell us about that?
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's-
Big
it's
Brother
a-
program.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, it's kind of
So
like it's a
sweet.
nonprofit that like helps younger artists like with the mentor mentee situation.
Cool.
And it goes with all art. You know, it's not just visual art. It's like theater, music, you name it.
Duh. That must
Yeah.
be like pretty big
It's
here.
pretty cool. I mean, it's a smaller nonprofit. I don't recall how long it's been going, but it's starting to kind of gain some steam. And I have some friends that are involved with it that I've known, that I've met throughout the community.
That's so
and
nice.
I figured
Gotta
I'd
tag that maybe
try
in
to
our
jump
bio or
in.
something.
Yeah, they're awesome. They do such a good job.
You could
That's
do
so cute.
something with it.
I know. I would love to volunteer. It's been a minute since I painted, but it it's just so joyous.
Well, I mean, this is I mean, you can come on some of my projects if you want to just learn some stuff. That's no problem.
Okay.
I mean, I don't do a lot, but
Yeah,
I
should.
from that job that I'd gotten with Spray TX, which was sick. Like,
Yeah.
we did so much cool shit. Like,
Yeah, so was that like a hey, was it like steady 9 to 5 or was it
yeah,
like
essentially, yeah. It was
That's
kind of
so
like,
nice. It
well,
was
I
a
mean,
full job.
loosely they were like, come in by 10. And then I could pretty much leave around 3 to 4, just the matters of like how busy I was.
That's so nice,
At
though.
a time, I would be managing like 30 projects, like whether at some point in the
Great.
pipeline, and but yeah, I mean, from 10-story murals, like the Hotel
Mm-hmm.
Indigo outside from Stubbs next to Cheer Ups, like I had to do that graphic design, that design that's on that building, which was like super complicated in terms of like permitting. We had to shut down a street on Red River.
do you have to get a Boston City of
Yeah, I
Boston
have to do the
permit?
same process y'all do in the general contracting
I guess I never
world.
thought about that. Totally.
Yeah, so like I have a 180-foot boom lift outside. I have to shut down the lane, get the fuck is it? Traffic control plans for like the sidewalks and
Yeah.
shit. But then I have a biggest machine that you can get for that, and I don't know where to fucking park it. I didn't realize the right-of-way permit ended
Oh my god.
after 12 hours.
This sounds like gibberish to me.
yeah.
I'm like,
I
the
think
mainframe
basically
they're
you have a-
hacking
The drip
into.
jab.
Basically, you have a big ass machine in the street, and that street's closed for
Is
the
that
day.
the lift?
Yeah.
Okay, and a mural which I've never painted. Do you spray it? Do you use a brush?
It just
How
depends on the artwork and
Really?
the artist. Yeah.
I've only seen like smaller scale that are like painted on with like a stencil, but then you can hand paint it with a thick brush.
Mm.
But then like one of those big ones, like on the side of a building. How did you paint that one?
It's just I guess.
Finger painted.
Yeah. You can only. No.
I picture like
That's
a
something out of
numbers.
pocket.
like a big sprayer. Or I guess
It all
spray
depends.
paints.
Every artist has their own ways, their techniques. So it just depends on what you get comfortable
That's
with. And what
crazy.
also, for this, we didn't create the design. Or we did, I guess, in a way, but it was more just abstract and just shapes.
Cool.
So for that, most times it's just easier just to roll
What
out
have you
and
done
bullshit.
in your career
Yeah.
so far that you're most proud of, though?
As an artist or like as like a project manager, like in the sales side?
I think, like, I guess just as your career, creative career as a whole.
Good question.
Yeah, you didn't think we were going to ask you real
Yeah,
fucking questions,
that's weird.
buddy, huh?
That's fucking weird.
I mean,
So favorite accomplishment.
I think my solo show in 2023 is probably something I'm most proud of. I
That's
think.
cool.
'Cause
Where
it took-
was that?
It was at a friend's gallery and studio. Or no, I guess gallery and studio called Almost Real Things.
Cool.
Shout out to them. They're fucking awesome. They had a really cool space, and they kind of come up and started, I think, right around when I moved here too. So we kind of like came up together. So it was kind of just fitting to have
Did
my
you-
show with them.
did you recently have a show?
Yes, I did. I had a sculpture show for the first time.
Where was that? I think
That was
Iris
at Canopy.
I think Iris invited me to go to that.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
This studio is so cute.
Yeah, it's cool. They actually just moved, but and they also just took over the East Austin studio tour. It's theirs now,
Nice.
so like they're kind of picking up that.
And right now you have your stuff on display at the Lockhart.
Yeah, Get Lucky Gallery.
And then can you talk about other stuff?
I can't right now. Not that
It's
show.
under wraps.
They didn't say. I haven't confirmed. They haven't confirmed nor denied. No, I'm kidding. But I don't really know the name of the show yet and some specifics.
It's called Show Pony.
Yeah, there you go.
It's called the Donkey Show.
Yeah.
It's actually a glory hole. It's gonna be
You're
sick.
in it.
It's an experiential.
I'm in
it's an
it. I'm in it.
experiential thing. I'm just walking around.
You have to wear a raincoat.
You have to find me. Honestly, I just gotta
you
put an
getting
air tag
Tickets
on
are
me.
$69.
Wait, you're doing a Bonnie Blue thing.
Yeah, back to Bonnie Blue.
I cannot figure her out.
I don't know
I'm
about that
fascinated by
fucking
her.
bitch.
What is this?
Do you know
Oh.
Bonnie Blue?
No.
I don't want to
I
take
don't
up the
really.
space.
No, I want to talk about it because I don't know.
Okay, well, actually, since we're in the space of art, I learned about
She's
this.
an artist.
She's an artist. If you want to talk about
She's an
performance
anal
art,
artist.
there's.
Oh.
Did you learn about in art school? We learned
He
about all
didn't
of
go
these.
to
I
fucking
know.
art school. He played baseball
Did you
and
learn
went to
in,
the bombing.
in baseball school? I didn't learn about baseball in baseball school. There's this visual artist named Marina Abramovic, I think, and like it's like the first person you learn about in college. So I'm not even being like cool about this, but she did a.
The first person you learn about in college.
Basically, they're like, "Welcome to college. Give me your money and
Yeah.
learn about this Polish chick."
Cool.
She did performance art where she like would sit in a space, sit in a room, and be like, "The audience can do whatever they want to me." And then they ended up just like beating the shit out of her because humans can't be
Is this
controlled.
the same one in that one music video where she like stares at people?
Oh, maybe.
And there's like emotion behind it.
Wasn't
She's
she
kind of
like a
witchy.
Kanye?
Eric
She's
was in a
definitely
music
witchy.
video. Huh?
Really?
Eric was in a music video.
Oh my God! You don't bring that up?
That's when he was in porn.
Yeah, no. That's
Do you not want me
softcore.
to talk about it? We won't talk about it.
No, that's I was in my stepbrothers in a band called Bleed.
Bleed is a
And,
pretty
they're
well-known band.
Yeah, they're pretty
Cool.
cool. And then he gave me a call. He's like, "Tell me you still have your fucking mustache." I'm like, "I do." And he's
We need
like,
that thing.
He's like, "We have a new album coming out. This is the first video we're putting out." And I fucking.
You're the star of the
He's like,
show,
"You ever
baby."
seen the Ocean Avenue video?" He's like, "You know, the guy just runs to the city." I'm
Dude,
like,
I
"Yeah."
just rewatched that. Because
Yeah.
I was doing a yellow card moment like by myself.
Yeah, he's like, "I need you to be the runner, the sprinter," and I was like, "Holy shit!
Do you want to be the Bonnie Blue and our music video?
I think so.
What is this?"
Okay.
She's just like a porn star that gets fucked by millions of people
No, I don't
in
She's
wanna
one
the
do
day.
that.
girl that's like, I got fucked by 1,000 guys today.
She's
My
like, it
holes
didn't
feel
hurt once.
fine.
Oh, that's the one we were talking about the other
Yeah.
So
night. No.
I
My
could
butthole's
argue that
sacred.
she's a performance artist. That's what I'm saying to myself.
That's not performance art though. But fucking get your bag
That's lay down
and get
art.
your shit checked out. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when they're fucking her, like
Is,
I
she,
heard
is this thing sponsored? Is she getting a cut, like some money
she's,
in
she's
this?
like an
She's-
OnlyFans girl.
She's got so much money.
But I
Have you
heard-
Did
ever
each
seen
guy
her
had to
teeth?
pay a deposit?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
No, I think it's free.
They're like, put in your coin purse. And
Yeah,
They're
but
like,
like-
I'm going to give you my deposit.
Even if it was $50,
Yeah.
I mean that's an
Let
easy.
me give you my deposit.
it's easy money if you think about it.
That is easy.
I wonder if
money.
it's free. I
That's-
never thought about that.
That's crazy. But I
See,
heard
she's making
that
you guys think.
I think each guy only gets
True.
30 seconds.
Which
What?
is insane.
Yeah, I think she's just like,
She's like, ding, 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 ding.
next.
Next.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
like the
you're just
MTV show.
with guys in a line and you're like, it's almost my turn. And then you leave her and you're like,
And
that
they're all
was
just
great.
like crunching on Blue Chew. They're like, come on, this one's about to wear off.
I gotta get back to my wife. Anyway, see, everything just goes back to her. I just like love her.
Sorry for ruining your episode.
No,
Sorry.
no,
Anyway,
it's
so
fine.
you're gonna do performance art at your next show.
I don't know if I want to. I'm terrible. I'm too shy for that.
I do want to go to a gallery show because like it just gives me like romantic like New York City vibes. Like my friend's doing a show tonight.
The
Oh,
show
yeah.
in August
You know?
will be. It'll be my first show that I'm in a gallery of this like magnitude.
This
or
coming
s-
August.
Yeah.
Where is it gonna be?
We can't talk about
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's
I mean,
the
I
one.
can. Yeah, I'd probably.
There's something coming up in August, and we may have a promo
It's
code
not a
for
big
something
secret or
else.
anything. I guess I just don't really feel comfortable
Big
about it, like
secret.
saying it before I know everything.
Totally.
Yeah, of course.
But
But yeah,
gonna be
it's
sick.
just the first time that I've been like approached by a gallery like this, and it's just like
Is it a solo show?
no, but I'll
Okay.
be alongside like legends
Oh, that's so cool.
in the like. It's basically the theme behind it is like because I kind of started in a street art graffiti space, even though I'm not a graffiti artist nor a street artist, I just kind of was in that space as I built my work.
It's like dude, tattoo,
get the street
skateboarder,
cred.
street vibes.
Yeah, but it just sucks because like I think, and they also kind of share the same sentiment. It's like people are like, "Oh, that graffiti artist," and they're like, "Oh, I mean, they're so far away from that now.
yeah.
like they're just fine art or artists. Like they're just. It's like you get put in a box because I use a aerosol. There was like you're a graffiti artist. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would never disrespect graffiti artists
Yeah.
in that way. It's like they have their own thing. That's that's just
yeah,
not myself.
graffiti art's
Yeah.
like very hard.
There's also like an etiquette in it, and there's like a history in that, and
Right.
it's like I love it, but it's like I know that's not something that I do.
Yeah.
I would never claim that.
You're like in between. Well, not in between, but you're like
I mean, they are half the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing because they're
Mm-hmm.
the first ones to really take the spray paint can and do all of that kind of shit, and like really paved the way for artists like myself that kind of built a foundation with
Yeah.
that kind of understanding.
So cool.
but not really. I've never been a graffiti. I was already. Yeah, I'm too old to be running from the cops anyway. So.
and you have like your
You ran really well in the music
I
video.
won't, dude, that fucking music video for the
we're
record.
gonna tag that.
I was
the
cold.
record.
It was so cold in the morning, and I got there, and they're like, "Oh, you played bass." But I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "But I haven't fucking ran a sprint in like."
Do you want to
15
sprint
years?
each other in the backyard and
No.
see who's quicker?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
watch you guys do that.
within 30
and lock
minutes,
the
I
door.
pulled
I
my
used to
fucking
be a
hamstring.
sprinter in school.
You know that trend
Which
where it's
one?
like
I did the 100 fucking meter dash,
Oh,
buddy.
that's what you do?
Yeah. And then I did the long jump, and I held the record in the long jump. So
pretty good.
let's fucking go.
In high
pal.
school?
And middle school.
No way.
those braids will actually. That's how you braided yourself to be aerodynamic.
Dude, my
tonight?
dad, I sent my dad a picture. He's like, show me your hair. And I sent him, and he goes, you can't take the girl out. He said, you can take the girl out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl, I guess. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
It comes with you wherever you go.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, baby.
Yeah, let's watch you guys sprint after
Dirty
this.
No. I can't do that. I won't do that again. I literally like pulled my shit in like 30 minutes that movie or that music video, and I was just like,
I want to watch it after this.
so much pain the whole time. And I had to tell the guy afterwards.
You
I was
look
like,
hot
hey,
the whole time,
shut
though.
the fuck
There
up.
we go.
Shut up.
Where was it filmed? Here?
In Dallas, downtown, like around the downtown area. But yeah, I just like they had no water, nothing. I was just like ripping cigarettes and just like
In the
fuck.
morning.
Yeah, dude. And they're like, "Do you need anything?" I'm like, "A fucking painkiller or like some whiskey." And they're like, "It's
Do you have a Bloody
10:30.
Mary?
Okay, I'm over the fucking music video. We're
God,
fucking.
thank God.
If people can, do you do commissions for people as well?
Oh, there we
And the
go.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Oh.
picky about it, but yeah.
Like
Oh.
that was buying your art. Like you're accessible when we see your gallery show in August at this
Sure.
mysterious place.
This mysterious location.
It's
Yeah.
not that mysterious. I guess I just don't feel
Oh,
comfortable.
it's
No.
mysterious.
We're just giving
No,
you
we're just making you
shit.
uncomfortable.
But then, additionally, like if you wanted to buy a piece from you, like
Yeah.
do you sell? Is it on your website?
Yeah, I sell my work through a company called Cohart.
Cool.
They like are like a sales platform. It's on the top of my Instagram, but it basically has like my inventory and just any information you need for that. That's available.
Is it like prints or originals?
No, I have not gotten into much of the print game. They're all
So
originals.
it's all originals. That's
Yeah.
amazing. This is so cool. You painted. I'm only narrating it because people can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But what is this?
I built some metal sculptures. That's a bench that I built.
That's insane.
Wait, there's a. Let me see. I want to show you something.
The red chair is my favorite.
Oh
Sexy
my
bench.
god! So you are doing. That's what's so cool about art is that you can
Oh,
begin
wait.
as just like a 2D or you're just canvas painting, and then you can
Look at this cool ass
become
shit.
3D or put it on the side of a
What
building.
is that? I can't see.
That is
oh,
so
that red
cool.
chair? Yeah.
I like the little red chair.
Oh my god, these are so neat.
Cute.
Yeah, it was cool. My buddy Nick Noblique, he's a sculpture artist out of West Texas. He's fucking awesome. But he helped me kind of plush it. I can't weld for shit. But
Yeah.
I was able to be his hand, cut everything, clean most of the stuff, and
That was so cool.
he kind of helped me bring all my ideas to
Wow.
fruition.
So you paint like as you develop an idea,
Mm-hmm.
is it acrylic, oil?
What you're looking at is all spray paint.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
No,
Mal knows the questions. I'm
it
like,
is not.
Because spray paint, it's amazing that it's like blended this way. Like spray paint is one color out of the can.
Yeah.
But then this is like a gradient of like light to dark.
It's so expensive that way.
Yeah.
Because they got, I mean, some of those gradients have like 4 cans, and each, not that I use every fucking a
do you
can
ever
in
just
each
huff
one.
the cans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you don't wear a mask and you're just picking like blue boogers all day.
I used to try to do spray paint and just get it caked on my fingers.
I mean, I cut and like, cut out stuff with tape, and so everything's really clean. But
Okay, that's how you get like black shading.
yeah, this is what
Maybe.
allows me not to overspray into other sections, so
Yeah.
I can just work on one section at a time.
What's your
That's so cool.
Okay, I asked you what you're most proud about, and that was a struggle for you to answer.
I said my solo show, right?
My music video.
Because that was tight. The
You
music video,
said
no,
it was the
y'all
bleed
took that
music
there.
video.
Don't
So
do
cool.
that. Don't do that.
What's your like big goal that you're like? What is your? No, I don't want to say your final thing, but what's your like top dog thing you want to achieve?
I just want to be a self-sustaining artist. I have no big picture goals.
Aren't you already a self-sustaining artist?
Yeah.
So you did it.
Well, I want to keep pushing that up because I'm still don't have some of the things that I want for myself financially. Not that I need like a certain amount of money, but I want to be a little more stable than I am now. It's still kind of like flying month to month.
I
in a
think
way.
people, even if you have that like 9 to 5 job with that guaranteed paycheck, so many people are just still like month to month, and like
Oh, no doubt.
everyone
Yeah.
is like, I just want to be financially stable. Is
Just
Yeah, and I
especially
know
like
that-
not to put your
Freelancers.
shit down because I,
you
get
did,
it, but
no, I'm just kidding. And I mean, I know that goal is like always changing. Like as you get more, do more, whatever. It's like you always fucking want something else. But
Yeah.
there's just like a few things that are just like found like. I don't know. I need a little bit better of a foundation that I'm trying to do because like now I'm getting into a level that like I don't know. Things are just changing, so I need to kind of like button up like my business side of things. Like I don't want to run into fucking tax problem.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like not that I have been,
Stuff
but it's
like
like little shit, little things, so I can make
I
sure
paid,
that like
I had a warrant out for me from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I'm not playing.
Really? For
Yesterday,
taxes?
yeah.
Really?
I got a
So
notice in
yesterday?
the mail,
Yesterday?
and I
Okay, I don't know if
paid
we can
it.
show your face
I
on
paid
this.
it last night.
What was it for?
My excise tax.
Was that a
I
car
had it.
related?
What is
yeah.
that?
Excise tax is a tax in Massachusetts. You essentially
Excise.
pay
So stupid.
pay to drive on the streets of Massachusetts.
We don't need it.
And I hadn't paid mine this is my second warrant that they've had out for me.
Since you left, probably. You
No,
haven't
I
did it?
had one when I lived there.
Can you just sit it out?
What?
Can you fly back and just sit it out?
I was trying to, and I just paid it. It was like fucking $120. I'm like,
okay.
Fugazi, Fugazi, whatever.
They're gonna take you to jail for $120.
Yeah.
I don't
retarded
know.
there.
They
They're
take you to
crazy.
lobster jail in
They
Massachusetts.
take you, yeah, they put you to lobster jail in Massachusetts.
I think that's Shabiri, but
Wow.
Can you imagine?
So you can be his financial advisor, and you go.
that's pretty much what I'm.
Don't let this excise tax fall by the wayside.
I guess after I run the social media,
Yeah,
I guess,
you've got a lot to do, actually.
I got a lot.
Plan his next gallery show.
No, I don't
Get to
know.
work.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's true.
No.
Like as you're yourself, you're like kind of like Brendan. You have to like be your own bookkeeper,
It's the whole thing.
be your own
So
promoter,
Yeah.
and be personable,
Yes.
and then produce the actual work too.
Exactly.
So do you still work with the spray paint company that
No,
you
no,
initially?
No, it was great. I mean, I ended up getting to a point where I owned a third of it as one of the
that's
owners.
so cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that company so
What
much.
a good company you found. Like just an Easter egg, because they could have been bad or not. Like they couldn't have not given you any work or anything.
No, it was fucking sick, and
Yeah.
all the people that worked there really like helped, like just kind of incubate me in some ways. Because
Yeah.
like I was even like struggling calling myself an artist in those times, and they're like, "You're a
You
fucking
fucking
artist."
struggle
Like,
for people to give you a compliment on your art.
that's just like normal shit. Whatever.
It's like being a girl.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like I don't
When
know
someone's
what to
like,
say.
"You're pretty," and I'm like,
Taking compliments now,
Well,
guys.
it's like that gallery came and she was saying stuff. She was like, "Do you?" Like I was like, "I don't know how to take compliments." She's like, "I know." And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I looked at myself and
You
I'm just like folded in.
don't.
I'm like, Jesus, no, I
You're
know.
doing all the fucking things. Like to hear you
Yeah.
talk about just from like another creative person to creative person to creative person, and have friends that are in the industry where you only get back what you put into it.
Yeah.
You're doing really fucking well.
Yeah.
And you're not like you don't gotta be fucking rolling in money and all of this. Like you're making a living, you're putting your shit out there, you're having the opportunities to like have your art show, like
Yeah,
you're
that's, like,
and
so
also
cool.
the things that you've told me about of like the spray paint thing, the fucking Guinness shit, all of that shit. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, like being hired by companies.
Yeah, but to hear
be trusted.
right? And but I didn't even know
like
that
the
was
brokering
like
the walls.
yeah, cool. Pawn them off.
You know that what the fuck? The Parlor and Yard on West 6th. You familiar with that bar?
No.
There's a big Coca-Cola mural on it. So I
Oh.
basically
I think I do.
this is the guy who brokered that
think I
for
do.
Coca-Cola. So they
Maybe I'm
rented,
giving you
like
too much
Coca-Cola
credit.
rents that wall from that building owner,
Credit.
and I set it up from the company. So basically, like I sold the wall for $3,500 a month to Coca-Cola for that wall. owner.
Whoa. And
the-
did you apply the art?
No, they run the art because the agency
He was
spends the
fucking
money.
pimping out the wall.
Yeah.
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 Do you ever drive around and you go, I could
Did you even know that was a fucking thing? Because
Yeah,
I
it'd be-
didn't.
well, like through that company, I learned that. But then, yeah, so I was making our
very
company
cool.
$18,000
but then you're
a year
also
off
like
that one
picking
brokerage.
up jobs like this
so
Guinness
cool.
thing. Like you're like doing the things.
Oh
and you're
yeah,
hustling.
and I'm
know.
not saying that I'm not, and nor like the financial shit like that. But it's more so like giving my like self like a battle. like a better like, infrastructure to like a system of like, okay, this much money comes in, that goes there, like this knowing
Yeah.
how to fucking move the cash flow, as well as like,
That's like such
making
an-
sure I'm taking care of like the little things, so
Well,
that
you
when it does
are
come to a certain point
1%
of the
Jewish,
year,
so you'll be fine with the
oh my
financial.
god, yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, whatever.
You are. He's already bald. So.
He's already.
It's true.
The yarmulke would fit perfectly.
Oh.
Like, and you have to deal with like allocating your funds. So every, like, however often you have to be your bookkeeper, be your own bookkeeper. That's like such an annoying part of it.
I fucking hate it.
Like the financials is just so unsexy.
My
I just wish I could
grandfather was a
learn how to do
bookie.
it.
I can hook you up.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
My grandfather was a bookie. I can hook you up.
Don't make a
with the books.
mistake.
Don't
Be
fuck it
sleeping
up.
with the fishes.
No, it was on my mom's side, the French side.
What is okay? You keep mentioning the Guinness thing that
Yeah.
he did. What was that?
I worked for this like ad agency where I don't really have creative control of anything. I'm just told, hey, this is a mural we need painted on this wall, paint it. And they've been just I've been getting more work from them. So like,
That's cool.
I've done like a Deep Eddy one, a Guinness one.
Oh, nice.
Then I'll have, so they just kind of keep me in their back pocket as just like a commercial painter, really.
Have you ever done anything international?
No. The only time I
you?
painted international was I just painted when I was on like a vacation.
Spray
That's
painted a
on
rock.
vacation.
Yeah, well, actually, it was. It was in Amsterdam.
So cool. Oh my God, I was
That's
picturing
sick.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Wow. It's so cool to be an artist and like to have an art gallery or a gallery that wants to show your art is like in college. I remember like that was the dream for all of us.
Yeah.
Because we would all go and you see a gallery on Newbury Street or wherever in the Back Bay in Boston. And it's like, these pieces are so expensive. Some suck, some are amazing. But like just to be doing that seemed so fancy and cool and adult.
When you were going to school for art, what was your intention behind it?
Yeah.
I have no clue. Like, and I don't blame my parents because they're wonderful.
Were you painting in that time too?
Yeah.
She
Or you're
has
just learning
a
it?
fucking banana painting somewhere
I know.
around here.
I
That's
do like
pretty
my
good.
banana. Yeah, like I learned traditional fine art oils and acrylics and doing the study with the
I
fruit
used
and
to
the
love
light.
oil painting.
I know, like, but it takes so fucking long, and
Like
I just had
still
no
life?
patience. Yeah, like still lives, and we would do figure classes, and people would just come in and get naked, and that was really
Okay.
cool.
They have a bunch of those. I would do one with
Yeah,
you. They
my
have a bunch
friends
of those.
host them a lot.
I
Yeah,
know.
they're sick.
I've heard about just like classes that you can go to here, and I'm actually like so itching again because it was just so fun. But I wish that I had talked to myself as I am now, gone back to when I'm 18 and been like, if you really want to do this, these are the options. Like being a freelance person, being a graphic designer, being a visual artist where it is commercial. Like there was no really connecting those dots for me. You can't just paint an acrylic still life and like make $100,000 a year. I mean, you can, but it's a lot harder. So that going to school for art versus being an actual artist as an adult seemed
Were you already just like
hard.
burnt out by the end of it, or just
Yeah.
like realizing like, oh, maybe I don't want to fucking do
Do
it?
you still want to do it? Like, would you?
not really, just for fun. Like
Yeah.
fun painting in my house.
Yeah.
But I think as a to sustain yourself financially is just
really
takes a lot
hard.
more. Like
It's
like you've
hard as fuck.
you've shown that it's like really really
I
hard.
mean, like that was for ATX. Like I had a salary, like they were
Yeah.
taking care of me, so like I was able to like basically help run this company for them, as well as like build my artwork alongside it as
That's
I learned.
great. And you're like double dipping. You're like, I got so inspired at work today.
Yeah, I'm
I wanna do
surrounded, and
this.
also like with all these projects that I was running, I'm not the
Yeah.
artist on them, so I'm hiring other artists to do. So I'm watching them, like in their practice,
Yeah.
picking and pulling things, and I'm like, okay, now I see how like they went about projecting or prepping their walls or prepping their space or like even going into making a show. It's like you have to put yourself into a headspace where before I would just paint when I felt inspired or creative.
Right.
And then when you have a show and you're like, I have to paint 15, 20, or my solo, I did 30 pieces, but it's like,
Whoa.
you have to paint 30 for the show. And right now I'm getting ready for this next one where I need 10. But it's like I have to paint 10 pieces. Like you have to turn it on
Yeah.
intentionally, not just like I'll wait until it hits.
do what I
you
feel
gotta
So it's like
fucking-
you have
Yeah.
to start to develop like
you have to
a
chew a fucking Adderall and make it happen.
fuck Adderall, but like you just have to like get yourself into that creative
She goes,
space.
I'm not on any Adderall right now.
All right, now.
No, I don't care. That shit, I mean, puts me on a fucking other planet.
Your art would be like,
It's built for me.
whoa.
That drug is built for me.
I'm gonna do it. And see.
That and yeah.
Hey, you want to get on something
I'm
doctor prescribed
I don't necessarily want to. I'm being told I have to.
Yeah.
So
by the powers that be?
That shit just like gets me like fucking jacked
I've
up.
never taken Adderall, but they're not telling me to go on Adderall. They're
No.
telling me to go on some. Nah.
Vivians?
Huh?
Vivians?
They're no. It's like
Oh, you're saying all
Adderall,
of them.
but it has like a little bit. It's like Adderall and an antidepressant kind of mixed together.
yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know. They're like, you're fucked up. You should probably take this or you kill yourself.
Hey,
And I'm
Toots,
like,
you're a little fucked
yeah.
up. This cannole's a little burned. Yeah, you could try something. I was just talking to Brendan about it. He's like, so, speaking of healthcare, do you have
No.
healthcare? Which is such a
What
sucky
a wild
thing.
question.
I know.
No, that's fine. But it's also another thing too. It's like, and that's why like this working for this nonprofit's dope, but also some other things that my friends are working on. But you know, the Sims Foundation in Austin with music.
Yeah.
Well, it's like musicians it's for musicians, but they give them, it's kind of like that. Like that they're like all kinds of healthcare stuff through that foundation.
Okay, that's
But
it,
there's
yeah.
nothing for visual artists.
Exactly.
It's all for musicians.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
Yeah. That's just kind of why I asked, because it's like those are the things that you are told you need as a kid to be a viable adult. You
Yeah.
get retirement and healthcare
No
and a
doubt.
good salary.
You know what
Those
though,
things
as a
are so
bitch that
hard.
has health insurance, sometimes I opt to not use it because it's better to pay out of pocket than to
Yeah.
fucking use
This
it.
whole system's fucked. But
It's
yeah,
fucked.
So
I'm just like,
fucked up.
I don't know. It's like my Mexican side coming out where they're just like
Do it.
terrified of
¿Qué
doctors.
pasa?
You're like,
What's
I'll
up?
just put it
Talk
under
to
my
us, mijo.
mattress.
Talk to
It's
us.
like, no, it's fine. I'll just drink a 7-Up and like lay down for a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. Dude, talk to some of these guys that work on the
That's-
houses that are being built,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like, I haven't been to the doctor in 27 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
They're amazing.
My dad's like, you have cancer, take a brioski. I'm like, okay, that was
Yeah.
fucking. I
Here.
probably have a full on stomach ulcer, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's heartburn. I'll take a brioski.
You'll be fine.
And I did, and I'm like,
Is that
it's
this
through a
brick you're
blood.
talking
It's
about?
what?
You throwing up blood?
Bleeding.
No.
You're like, I'm bleeding out of my eyeballs and my nose,
Yeah.
Dad.
God.
It hurts real bad. He's
Oh my
like,
God.
Doctors
take a
freak me
fucking
out.
Vicks wake, rub and put it on
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
chest.
exactly.
He's like, have a shot of clam chowder.
Ew.
Do you have a studio?
Yes.
Is it in your space of living or is it separate?
It's where
Separate.
Resurrection used to be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I've now realized that
Am
there's.
I supposed to say that?
I don't know because it seems like there's some weird energy around that.
I can tell you the lore if you want.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know it, but I know how we got it was not through any weird way.
It's in
I
the
think
same
they
like
just thought
building.
I think they were just told the building was like gonna be.
That's true.
No more.
Oh my
That
god, the
is
one on
true.
East 4th.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought
Yeah.
that building was like demolished or something.
That is true.
That was a cool
But
spot.
you
But I
guys
know-
made it into a cute little gay clubhouse
Yeah, I
where you
mean,
have your
they-
sleepovers
Cool.
all the time.
They, I think that was the plan and still is the plan, but I think that all that got pushed back. Like permitting is all fucked up for them. Which is, I think that's how we
Works
got
out
it. Because
for
we're not
you.
a formal
Yeah.
tenant. It doesn't feel like. I
Right.
don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about this. But
What you can listen to everything and bleep
Okay.
out
We'll
whatever you
redact
want. I know
everything.
Mallory wants to ask you personal questions, so you're gonna have to listen to it and bleep
No, I
out.
can't.
and
I was told
fucking-
not to.
She's like, "Can I say?" And I'm like, "No."
No, I can't say anything.
Can I ask? No. bitch.
I was curious about artist space
Uh-huh.
because I feel like they're like hard to find.
so fucking difficult.
Yeah. How long have you had this one for?
Not very long. I
Mm-hmm.
would say. I guess I'm kind of actually I lied. I'm coming up on like a year,
Well, still, that's like not.
like 10 months, 9
That's
months.
like. I mean,
as far as
not the
Austin
longest.
being like, we're such a artsy, creative
Exactly.
fucking place.
No.
the fuck you're not. You're,
You're like-
fucking
They
gay and
are.
Commercial.
retarded.
But like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're like, there- yeah, I have a lot to say about that. But
right. It's not as easy, and like we're barefoot and like braless out here. Like
Fuck
it's
no.
way
No,
more corporate.
but there's
than
just no,
that.
yeah. Well, also like the real estate here is like it's not a big city. We don't have like an industrial part of the city that's still like kind of fucked,
Ugh,
and
I
you can go
wish.
in and like buy up like San Antonio still has a little bit of it. Dallas
Yeah.
still has a little bit of it. Here it's like they want like they are fucking bogarting everything. So it's like, yeah, for us to get a space for what we're spending there. It's unheard of, and location obviously it's
Yeah, that's
crazy,
sick.
but and the space isn't like the biggest for us to do what we want. But I mean, just to have a dedicated space that you can leave your house.
Would you
and separate
like?
that
Would you
is
like
great.
to have a space that's outside of your home? Is that ideal?
Yes, like getting out of my house because
Mm-hmm.
like when you're at home and creating, it's like, oh, I can just do this laundry real quick, mix that in.
True,
and
it's
then all
like-
of a sudden
yeah.
you're getting pulled away from. Like you're still in it, but at the same time, it's like
You're right.
I would like if I had your fucking house, I got a studio back there.
I know.
Great.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
sick.
That's the goal if we find money, it grows
That
out of
would
the
be sick.
sky or something. But that's the
Right.
goal is to have
Comes out of the
something because it is so important to like go to work.
Yeah,
and then
leave
you
your
leave
house.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I really
and
value
it's nice because then it kind of puts me in town too, and I love the east side, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just kind of gives me a dedicated space to like also having a spot for collectors to come to. So like that's
That
nice.
is so chic.
Yeah,
Come to my
Oh.
studio. Are you a collector?
yeah. It's like well, you can just come to
my
the studio and look at some of the work.
Do
if
you
you're
want to see
interested.
my studio?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you're in
not
the back
that.
door.
It ain't
Do you still have the
that.
cat that goes
you wanna-
there?
Yeah,
They
They
actually.
don't fucking feed it. They don't care about the cats.
She's a
Do not.
cutie.
They don't care.
She's hungry.
I know. I asked them the other
she's
day.
a collector.
She's
Yeah.
a collector.
Yeah, she's just in a cat
She's a
body.
collector of fucking fleas.
That was pretty good. I like that one.
They don't care about her.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm excited for your show. August.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. My
What, do you know the
friends-
dates at least?
Loosely, it's like August,
report
like
back.
late August,
Yeah.
last week of August, and then they'll have an
Cool.
opening with the others as well, and then
so
I'll have like
excited.
4 pieces in that opening, and then a week later, or 2 weeks later, they'll have like a VIP for myself where I'll have another 6 added to the collection, and then like an artist talk with myself.
That's cool.
That weekend as well.
At your gallery shows, have you ever like sold out?
No, my solo show was the best show.
Yeah.
I haven't had many shows, so like
Yeah.
I've been in Austin coming up, I guess, a little over 8 years now.
Oh, wow.
My solo show was just 2 years ago. So it took me 6 years of painting here to actually want
Yeah.
a show.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Well, I just didn't feel ready. And then
Yeah.
finally I was like, my style was in a place where I was like, time to show. And that show, I sold like 16 grand worth of work.
That's so cool.
That was just sick.
Do you get to like connect with people that are buying it?
Oh,
and they get to
yeah.
meet you, and it's like a whole thing. I
Yeah,
bet.
it's sick. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, that's also a cool part of like, also how people find me in weird ways.
Yeah.
I know I've told this story on a podcast before too, but it's like, I had a piece of art at this like space called Art for the People on South First, or used to be on South First, moved since, but this lady from San Francisco was visiting, which that's already cool. She loved the piece. And at the time, it was my most expensive piece I had sold yet. So she left the gallery. She goes, I'll come back, which, they fucking never do.
Right.
And then she came back and was like, I'll take it. And it was $4,000. So I was like, this is sick.
So cool.
And I only made half of that. But either way, still the highest selling piece I had done. And then she, being in San Francisco, so whatever, that goes away. 6 months go by. I'm at home. And this lady reaches out to me about a piece. And she's like, yeah, I found your work. I just moved to the United States from, don't remember where. But she was
Amsterdam.
like,
I saw your spray paint
Nah.
on a rock.
yeah, it wasn't that at all. She said she saw the music video and then she like had to find me.
Your ass was looking real tight.
No.
I was
You're
wondering if you
freezing.
could paint me like one of your French girls
Not
real
like
quick.
that. But she had
was
seen
me.
my piece in a Zoom call with her coworker who
You're
lived in San
kidding.
Francisco.
Just like, what's in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, funny you should ask.
Yeah,
I
she was
love
like, he lives in
that.
Austin. She's like, well, I'm about to move to Austin, and then found me. So it was like, just kind of seeing those things, and also
so
like,
cool.
yeah, being
That's
in the city
incredible.
and being
Yeah.
like, having people come up and being like, I've been following you for a long time.
That's so
You're one of my favorite
flattering.
artists in the city, and I'm like,
You're like, I'm just a guy.
honestly, yeah, because I'm just
Just
like, I'm
a
that little
boy.
darling, like fucking shit faced, and like trying to like eat a chicken sandwich. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm just
That
like,
is so cool, though.
I'm just here,
Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head, though.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
let it go to your
No,
head.
it's just cool because I mean, it's just like
He doesn't let us into his show in August. He's
Yeah.
like, oh my
No,
God.
he's
they
like,
are the
red carpet.
no-fly
There's-
list. They
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
come in.
really though. He's like,
Banned.
there's gonna be these two fucking loud psychopaths. Don't let them in.
These mouth breathers.
They're probably
yeah.
going to
These
spit on
mouth
my...
breathers.
They touch everything.
yeah, with our sticky
With our
little
sticky
dick
hands.
fingers. We're like,
We're like, we just got our nails done. It's not wet. It's not dry yet.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to an art show before. I don't think that I've not been to like a proper art show, like a
fun one.
dress up.
The last
cute
show was
art
dope
show.
that we had. Like that one was the first one that I,
I should
felt
have
like.
gone, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was cool because I mean everybody it was like a little elevated a little bit and like
Yeah.
it just like everyone kind of had their fits on and stuff. It was just nice, but it was also our
I
community
heard you
too.
got a custom fit for that.
It wasn't a custom fit.
Someone was gassing you up to me.
Oh my god!
And they were like, he looked real nice for his art show.
Oh my God. I was just denim Dan. I had like this
Denim daddy is
Oh,
what you
that
were.
would work. I'm just this down-to-earth guy.
Denim me down,
It
dirty.
was like a pinstripe denim thing.
Okay,
like
that's
a like
so
a railroad
fun.
fit,
That's
like
cute.
like a vest. And
Let's
a
be
jean.
fancier than him for his own show in August.
Yeah, fuck your Canadian tuxedo.
Hey, that thing was sick. I'm not gonna wear that again. I can't run that back.
That's true. It's embarrassing.
I'll wear it for something else, but
Okay. What else?
I don't know. A zoot suit. I thought about a zoot suit.
What's
A
a
zoot
zoot
suit.
suit?
A
What?
zoot suit daddy.
You never seen those?
No.
That's a song.
It's like lowrider shit.
We're not Mexican.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're Italian. We're
also-
Sicilian.
Are you
actually.
Italian too?
She's
Yeah.
Sicilian also.
That's
That's how we
insane.
connected.
Her last name is crazy.
Yeah.
What's your
Sicilian
last
as
name?
fuck.
Salvaggio.
Okay.
And that's why I haven't changed it yet. Sorry, Brendan.
My phone says Salvaggio.
Yeah, there's vaginic. Like, come on now. Yeah, Whitney's going. She told you she's going to go to Sicily in
August.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time.
I get back right before your show thing, I
Okay,
think.
yeah, you cannot miss this.
No.
You can't miss this. It's the biggest event of the
I-
summer.
I,
Oh my
um,
god.
Yeah, it is the biggest event
No,
of the summer. I
it is
need my
not.
I'm so
denim
excited.
fucking suit
It
for
is
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear
Stop.
denim. Wait, we should do denim like Britney and Justin
Oh my
Timberlake
God.
when
Yeah,
they wear
duh.
the denim matching outfit.
Like, easy. I want to bring the red stickers.
we show up like Dumb and Dumber to
Yeah, we're
his
like,
fucking ash.
That actually is sick.
Don't let him in.
I want to bring some sort of marking so I can mark the painting to be like, I'm thinking about buying this one.
Is that
to
what
create
people
a stir.
do? Do people
No,
do
that,
it?
that's not a thing.
Create a stir.
it's not.
You can have a pending sale on something.
Yeah, exactly. I
Why?
put like a
To create
sticker.
urgency.
Can I buy
Yeah,
something?
It creates a sort of. Wait a minute.
Do I
Who
get a
is she?
discount?
You
If I
watch
give you a little-
Always Sunny?
What?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know when he's who is that Danny DeVito when he's buying art?
That's what Hugo did for his birthday, dude.
With the
Derivative.
Yes.
He's saying
That's
boring.
what Hugo did for his birthday with the wig.
What a creative lad.
He's so creative.
Hugo's British. What did he think about 28 years later?
Oh, I didn't ask him, but I did ask him about the documentary where the building burns down and everyone dies inside. Actually, today
which one?
Today is the 7/7 bombing anniversary. If you guys care about any of that,
I don't
that's
know.
their 9/11. I'm just
My mind is on the floods. I can't think of
those
another
are the kind
disaster.
of documentaries I'd be watching.
What bombing?
In London when there was the bombings in the train system. Today's the anniversary of it.
R.I.P..
But you wouldn't understand because you don't just watch
'Cause I don't
sad
care.
documentaries on Netflix.
I just finished Osama. I am still
that good?
there.
Good one. We should
We both
watch
watched
it.
it,
We
right?
should watch it. I'll
Yeah,
rewatch
it was good. I just did
Okay.
Osama and Titan.
Titan. Oh yeah, Titan. Did you watch the Titan one? I watched both the Titan ones. The
What is
Titan,
that?
the fucking thing that the stupid fucking
The little
millionaires
pill.
went in. The little pill that blew up
And they were just sitting crisscross apples.
the
Oh, yeah,
submarine.
that-
And they're like shitters in the back.
It's the best.
I feel like that was just.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Do you ever?
the science
that's some
behind how
rich
it blew
people
up.
shit.
It's
It was
rich people
like,
shit.
Yeah,
It's like,
you're
I
gonna
cannot
be
feel
able
bad
to
for
do
you.
that shit eventually.
You think I'm going into the water? Fuck
No,
that. Ocean
no, no,
already
no,
is
no.
fucking crazy.
Under or above? Would you go into space?
Space or go in the ocean?
Yeah.
Neither.
I'd rather die in space.
What?
What? It's freezing. I mean, it's freezing underwater too.
The
I guess.
water, for some, I mean,
The
people
ocean's
say that's water out there
crazy.
too. But what's that?
The ocean's crazy.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right. Yeah.
I'd rather die and just like be floating around for a minute.
And you're like, there's the aliens, and then they just like suck you up.
I don't
Oh,
know. Yeah,
man,
I'd
that's
rather.
gonna happen
I
here.
mean, if I died like that, that would be pretty tight.
What was I going to ask you? Oh, when you're creating,
Uh-huh.
do you listen to podcasts or watch anything or listen to music?
He listens to No God No Filter when he's creating.
Exactly.
That's what everybody does when they're
I
trying to
actually
get in the
did
zone.
listen to y'all's Frank Ball episode when I was in the studio.
Nice. They're
What
so
did you
sweet.
think of it? Give us your honest
Yeah, it's
review.
dope. You guys have really good chemistry. I said that from the beginning.
It's really nice of you. They're so sweet.
They're gonna have an art show. That's what I was texting you
Oh.
about. Frank and Erica are. Oh, they're. I mean, Frank being a tattoo artist, Erica's getting into burlesque and all that shit, and they have their nonprofit. We Are Those People, the sobriety profit, and they're talking about doing an art show with all different types of artists. So I was mentioned you to
Do the
them.
artists have to be sober?
No.
Okay,
We
that's cool.
understand you're fucking got a problem.
You
I
have
have
to
no
take
fucking
a,
problem.
You have
We
to take
get
a
it.
piss
No,
test
it's fine.
before you get
You
in.
get the
Piss
shakes
test?
when you
Wanna
wake
fail
up.
that.
It's fine.
No way.
I need to run down
I
the
don't.
streets.
You know, I don't think so. I don't know. But I mentioned that to you. Courtney had her gallery in Manhattan, but she's got rid of that and she's gonna have that in Portland. So she was talking
Sick.
about that for you. She messaged me something. I have to check.
Look at this.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you guys want to get creative and try different art, you can help me make some pasties because I'm going to do burlesque for Erica soon.
Okay, let's do that.
So I got to dust off all that shit.
Oh,
swing
wow.
my tits around.
How do you make pasties?
Oh, do you really want to know?
No.
Yeah. Is it like a piece of bologna?
It's much easier for
Yeah.
me to show you how to
Round steak.
swing a pasty and get them to spin rather than actually make a pasty.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that you just buy those.
No, I
Like
mean,
as
a lot of
attachments.
performers,
Wasn't
you
there a
make your own
guy-
costumes. I make all my
like
own
at
costumes.
Erica's burlesque show, there was a guy who custom made them.
Yeah, the people will make them. It's because costumes are really expensive. God, my fucking
What costume
ass
are we
hurts.
gonna wear for your art show?
Are you just-
Actually,
are you baking like a fucking
No,
full
my-
burlesque.
like one of Fraser's hot dogs?
Yeah,
on
like a
fucking
hamster.
lamp?
My forehead probably looks insane on camera right now. Oh man.
That's why I didn't want to sit there tonight. I couldn't
God
do
damn,
it.
this is a bad angle. No, my fucking sciatica is killing me.
You might need to get stretched out later.
My back is killing me. I do need to stretch actually. Yeah, what did you ask me
I don't remember.
about
Love ya.
pasties? Whatever.
This is a great episode.
This is a great episode.
Do you have any closing remarks?
I don't know.
Are you
No.
happy to be here? Was this miserable for you?
No, that was pretty easy.
Pretty painless.
okay.
We'll think of better questions next
People
time.
can find you. You're okay to plug your Instagram?
Yeah,
'Cause I
Instagram
already
is
said
the
that
really the only
earlier.
place. I don't really have any other.
And then
thing.
via your Instagram, there's the link to the website to buy stuff.
Yeah, that's where my available works are.
And then you have the art show because this is going to come out on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Will you still have the art show in Lockhart then?
Yeah, my work will be up in Lockhart. I get lucky for like 2 months.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
I also have some work at Den. It's a real estate office in downtown. I don't even know where it's at, to be honest. The show happened when I was gone.
Nice.
I don't know a lot about
So if
it.
you want to buy a house, And you need art to put in that house.
Yeah.
That's why it's at a real estate
That's really
office.
the
And
main
then
point.
they have to be on the lookout for the August thing that's going to
Yeah,
happen.
that
right?
Yeah.
that's gonna be dope. That'll be a good one. Also, just like who I'm showing with is like
Incredible.
also worth.
Do you know how many people total?
The people that are being in the show?
Yeah.
4 others and myself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who's some other local artists that you want to gas up real quick?
Oh, that's a great idea. I don't know that many.
Jeff Skelly Art is. I mean, he's the fucking shit. Gabriel Portillo, he's also a studio mate. I mean,
Sick.
Felipe Gomez is always in my studio, or also in my studio, along with Xander Rudd. They're awesome.
Sick.
And there's also my homie Brittany Johnson. She's fucking a badass. You got Tay Lord.
What about if
I'm going to plug all these people
I mean,
later.
there's just so many beautiful people here that just do great art.
the
Women and men.
the art Big Brother-y thing that you're into?
Other emerging art leaders.
What
in
if
Austin.
people want to be involved in that? How do they?
They just reach out to the Instagram on the EL, but I guess we can share that. I don't know
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
What
but
is the company called?
Emerging Art Leaders in
Okay.
Austin? Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
We got a lot to plug, but this is really good stuff because I don't know many visual artists really either. And like, how do
You're
you
the
buy
first artist
art?
I've ever met.
Yeah. Right.
You're the first non-asshole
Sorry, I've
artist.
never
No,
done
just
this
kidding.
before.
It's cool. Yeah, because people think of art as like a very unattainable, really expensive, or how do you buy a piece? What do you do? You know, but you being down to earth and explaining your process and plugging those other people, I think is a very good way.
Yeah.
To
Also, just like
find
reaching
others.
out to people, like it's people need to understand that these artists are so much more approachable than you think.
Yeah.
Like ask the questions. They much rather you like sit there and ask questions rather than being like, "What's this cost?" And then you give them a number and they're just like gone forever.
Yeah.
It's like it's all good, no big deal. When like people always work with like where everyone's at in life, and like
Yeah.
also like if you have questions or just even curious about art in general, this community is so responsive. When
That's true.
people have
I will
questions.
say
I
too,
love
just listening to you speak about it and now knowing what I know about it, it does make sense. Like you think about it more, you're like, oh yeah, that does make sense why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like so much goes into it.
So much goes into it.
It's like any trade. Like
well, I think people are
cosmetology,
used to just
tattoos.
yeah, and it's like it's fucking handmade. There's one of a kind. It's not like you're not going to fucking TJ Maxx and buying that stupid fucking print of a cow that
A live,
everyone
laugh,
fucking
love.
has in their house. Yeah, fucking stupid. All right, ready?
That was great.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Okay,
Thanks for
bye.
coming.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye.